Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome, my Tawjih students, in a new lesson. Our lesson today is from Unit 8, Period 4, Language, Report Orders and Instructions. نقل للأوامر والتعليمات. Our learning objectives for our lesson is to use different structures to report orders. And we are going to use the verbs tell and advise to report orders and instructions. Also, we are going to use warn to report negative advice. Look at the following examples. The first example, we think you should spend more on marketing. We can report this advice by using different structures. The first way, they advised me to spend more on marketing by using the verbs told and advised, followed by object, pronoun, and to plus infinitive or infinitive with to. The second example, you shouldn't spend all your money. This is a negative advice. We can report this advice by using the same structure too, but in a negative way. A lot of people told, advised, warned him not to spend all his money. Of course, remember to change the pronouns you and your. يبقى we used the verbs told, advised, and warned plus the object and not to, because we have a negative advice. Another way, don't forget that business startups are really hard work. We can use another structure. A friend told, advised, warned me that business startups were really hard work. We used the verbs told, advised, and warned plus object plus that plus a clause or a sentence. Subject business startups and a verb in the past بدل are استخدمنا were. Another example, don't put all your profits into developing new ideas. This negative advice, we can report it by using this structure. Someone advised, warned me against putting my profits into developing new ideas. يبقى هنا we use only advise and were not told plus the object me plus against plus verb ing putting. Now let's summarize the grammar rule that we have learned from the examples. We have three structures to report orders and instructions. The first structure is by using told, advised, warned plus the object plus not to. If we have a negative advice, we use not to, or it's affirmative, we use to plus the infinitive. Another structure, we use the verbs told, advised, and warned plus the object plus that plus a sentence or a clause, subject and verb in the past. The last structure, by using only the verbs advised and warned, not told, plus object plus against plus verb ing. يعني في آخر تركيب ما بنستخدمش فعل قول told plus against plus verb ing. Okay, now let's go to the exercise. Report the pieces of advice into two different ways. Sometimes we can use three structures. The first sentence, you had better not invest money in that company. A financial expert told him not to invest money in that company. يبقى أقول طريقة ممكن نستخدم not to plus infinitive. Another way, a financial expert warned him against investing money in that company by using against plus verb ing. The second sentence, it would be better to spend more money on developing your new products. My father advised me to spend more money on developing my new products. We change the pronoun you and your. My father, another way, my father told me that it would be better to spend more money on developing my new products by using that plus subject plus verb in the past. Number 3, remember that the value of investments can go up, down as well as up. The article warned that the value of investments could go down as well as up. طبعا أنا محدد ال structure that استخدمنا subject the value of investments وهنا حولنا كان إلى could. The article told readers another way to remember that the value of investments could go down as well as up. هنا لما استخدمنا to بعدها infinitive برضو حولنا الverb كان إلى could، يعني أي فعل آخر في الجملة يحول إلى الماضي when we report it. Number 4, don't spend money on things that you can't really afford. The first way, my friend warned me against spending money on things that I couldn't really afford. استخدمنا against spending verb ing وحولنا you إلى I وكانت حولناها إلى couldn't verb past. Or another way, my friend advised me not to spend money on things that I couldn't really afford. هنستخدمنا not to plus infinitive. Number 5, it's not a good idea to give up control just to get financial support. His advisor warned him not to give up control just to get financial support. Or another way, his advisor told him that it wasn't a good idea to give up control just to get financial support. Okay, at last we have a worksheet. We are going to report the following pieces of advice by using one of the 3 structures that we have learned today. Number 1, I think you should concentrate more on writing. The teacher advised the student. Number 2, don't waste all your money on developing the products. Her sister warned her against. Number 3, you had better not walk at night alone, father told him. Number 4, it's not a good idea to focus on science subjects and neglect the art subjects. The minister advised us. Thank you for listening. كان معكم المعلمة ميثاء أبو مصيب presented by Miss ميثاء أبو مصيب, head teacher Mrs. Samia Mekbel, and supervised by Mrs. Taghreed. Thank you and goodbye.